Hello, Libra. Welcome to your quick reading. This reading is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please only take what resonates, leave what does not. If you find something here that resonates, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. All right, let's see. What is coming through? If you're interested in one of these quick readings, you can book one at sacredlibra.com. The quick reading. Let's see what's coming through. We got High Priestess energy. Empress energy. Nice. Oh, with the Queen of Pentacles energy. So all beautiful energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. You were just coming up as the Ace of Cups in another reading. In a quickie reading, you were coming up as the Ace of Cups. Let me see what the High Priestess... The High Priestess knows things. She's got wisdoms and she makes the rules, but she's also a kind person. You can say she's a mom. Her props, her keys, her paper, her outfit, her moon-shaped brooch, her pomegranate and palm wallpaper all point to her being wise, the keeper of tradition and order. So this could be you, the keeper of tradition and order. It's like you're all things. Makes the rules, but also a kind person. She's mom, so she's in that nurturing energy, but she knows when to kind of assert herself and when not to assert herself. Then we have the Empress on the other hand. The Empress is the personification of fertility. So some of you guys are going into motherhood. She reclines in her peacock chair in the middle of a thriving wheat field, giving you the come hither glance as she plays with her blonde hair. She has a crown of 12 stars, one for each month of the year. There are vineyards and mountains in the distance. The Empress commands in her domain, and it's the awe of everyone who meets her. So you're in that energy. First, you have this mother energy, or it could be father energy, okay? That it's this really, really deep feminine energy, though. So it's whatever it is, it will be you honing into your feminine energy. And it's this deep feminine energy. It's attracting everyone around you. And the Empress has a lot to do with birth. Now we go into the Queen of Pentacles here. And I like these meanings on these cards just because it's a little different. The Queen of Pentacles wields her wealth as a shield. Her wealth protects her, her family, her people, her world. The Queen of Pentacles would expend any amount of capital to protect those dear to her. She's the kind of woman you want in your corner. She's fearsome and authoritative, but the flowers indicate that she's nurturing. She has a nurturing touch as well. So all of this is highlighting your power and nurture. So for some of you guys, you may find your power in nurturing, your power in being a nurturer, your power in being motherly, your power in mothering. So for some of you guys, you are supposed to be a mother, a teacher. You're supposed to be around like children, okay? We also have the Ace of Cups, which represents a lot of fertility. So for some of you guys, this could be your moment of you stepping right into motherhood. Let's see what the High Priestess knows. The High Priestess knows about a mighty enemy. So the High Priestess knows about this enemy, and the High Priestess is treating this enemy delicately. I know that's different from how you see the High Priestess, because the High Priestess usually come up a little dark, a little mysterious, a little scary, somebody that you don't want to mess with. Now, this person, on the other hand, doesn't necessarily come off as that, like, you don't want to mess with this type of person. It kind of comes off as like Mother Teresa, do the right thing type of person. So I feel like you know the secret. Now, this person is a mighty enemy, but it's secret. And with the full moon, there's been a lot of energy about like enemies and neutral enemies and things like that. But there's a secret. There's something that's not being revealed. There's something that's beneath the surface. You can kind of figure out why something has been a long journey to you. So you kind of understand the connection between a mighty enemy and why something has been taking so long. All right. This could definitely be in the past tense, or you may be on the brink of this epiphany. Yeah, most likely this is probably going to be in the past tense for a lot of you guys. You kind of equated, or you kind of connected the dots between a big mighty enemy in your life and while something was delayed in your life, or how a person was delaying something in someone else's life. If you could be conducting, or making sure another person gets their judgment. There's also a person who's been very, very flattered with you, almost seeming too much flattered, all very, very flattered with. And I'm getting like there's a person who's a yes man. So somebody is a yes man. They say everything that you say. They back everything that you say. They do all of that type of stuff. And I understand, like, sometimes we connect with people who we're on the same type of frequency, and we may see the world through similar lenses. But it's that type of agreement, or a person who doesn't have their own mind, that kind of like makes you think, like, I wonder what they really feel. And almost it's that energy of, like, if you have a thought and you're like, oh yeah, I know they're gonna be for it, just because they're for everything. And not saying that a person doesn't have to be for you. It's just something seems inauthentic. So that could have been the first raised eyebrow that you had about a person. This could have definitely been a yes person. Somebody who always said yes, who always said all the right things, who on the surface looking in, it looks like they could be a devoted person. But to the high priestess who knows everything, no, it put a red flag up. This moon was exposing a lot of different things. For some of you guys, you are realizing that you have a mighty enemy that can't necessarily do anything. Yeah. For some of you guys, you have an enemy that's mighty in probably their dislike or their strife, but however, they are powerless in what they can do in your life. And the high priestess is the person who hones their inner power. So because you have your inner power, you're intact. No matter how much you may fall, get up, stumble, whatever, you are intact. There is very, very little that an enemy could possibly do. Very, very, very little that a person could do. See, we have the Hermit here. And I feel like this person knows this. I feel like also the best way that you're going to do a situation, the best way that you're going to handle a situation is going to be with your, what? We talk about feminine energy, silence. Your silence, your withdrawal. Feminine energy knows the power of its energy. So when feminine energy takes themselves out of a situation, it knows what happens in that environment. It knows that it throws the environment off balance. That is a person understanding the power within their divine feminine energy. It knows the power of its energy. It knows that it has the ability to grow all things, to bless all things, to make things expand, to make things multiply. And when they take themselves out of the equation, feminine energy knows it throws off the energy in the room. It could be real powerful. It could be real traumatic to take the feminine energy out of a place, an environment, a dynamic, a union. And that is exactly what you're going to do. Now, at first, you could have been obsessing over something. Like, at first, you could have been in your head over and over, but this was because you was obsessing over certain details, because again, you know the power, what power you have once you remove yourself from a situation. So you needed to know every single detail, you needed to know every single fact, and you could have been driving yourself a little crazy. Now, however, that you hone your power, that you know your power, and you know that the enemy is powerless. I feel like that's the biggest thing. If you knowing that, you knowing your power is also you knowing that the enemy is powerless. You can't know one without the other. Okay, you can't serve two kings. You can't know you're powerful and then think that the enemy is powerful to you, or know your inner power and then think that the enemy has any power over that power. You wouldn't know your inner power if you thought that anyone had any power over your true inner power. That's basically what I was trying to say. Now that you know this, you're happily able to make some type of choice. And again, the Queen of Pentacles is showing up because it's showing how much the love, the wealth. And when the Queen of Pentacles comes up, wealth is so much more than money. It's energy. The energy that you possess is not only for you to build and for you to get greedy and fed off of. The energy that you possess, it protects everyone that comes in your presence. It's something that carries and holds and covers everybody in your presence. So you know this, you know your power. And you're just like, okay, wall up. All right, let's see what you are birthing here. We got the Empress energy. That is your energy. You are birthing something. You are starting something new. You're not upset over anything. Okay, we do have the hearts. So you could be birthing a new creation. Okay, so this kind of tells the story a little bit more. So it's like you are birthing a new union, a new relationship. So this person could have possibly delayed. Remember, we were talking about a delay and a union. This person could have possibly delayed the closeness of another union that you could be focusing on, that you could be birthing, you could be breathing life into. It's something else that you're focusing on that this enemy could have possibly been delaying, or just having their presence, or having you, I don't know. At first, there was some type of relationship with the snake, and you had to realize that this person was a snake. I'm getting like somebody could have gave you empty promises where you thought something was happening or was going to happen, and you're wondering, how is this delayed, or why is this delayed? And it's been delayed in that sense. That's what I'm getting here. Also, it's like you're nurturing this newfound meaning of abundance, whether this is a relationship. I do feel like, however, the delay doesn't come from the enemy itself. It could possibly come from the universe, God, because sometimes you have to watch who you are in contact with. Now, if a person is very, very mighty and you can't see it, they're hiding it, they're concealing it very, very well. Spirit wants to protect you. And then your giving heart, like I cover everybody with this, every single person who comes, everyone gets covered. Well, if you have this mighty enemy in your pathway, they could possibly take advantage of everything that you're coming here to cover, or everything that what you do. This is your way of life. All right, we have a couple things coming out. We have first the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. So it's given like there's a celebration, hard work paid off. There could also be a relationship with an earth sign or something. There's supposed to be some type of hard work paying off that you're just waiting for, that you were just waiting for. Now this could be the celebration of your ships coming in. It's given like, well done. So there's something that you worked really hard for, and maybe you weren't able to push something out because you had a person surrounding you. Now you're connecting the delay with the enemy. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Even if you had no idea that this person was an enemy, now you understand that this person is one. And that protects you because you're smart and you're wise. You have wisdom. So there was something that you were going to do for a person that was going to eventually backfire. All right. That is why the delay of getting some type of abundance, love, union, relationship, something like that, something that you hold in high regard, some type of desire coming towards you. This could be it's wealth in so many ways. It could be a new life or something like that. There was something that you were going to give, do, offer, extend, that in the long run, it would have backfired, not for a week, not for a day, for 8 years. Years. Something could have backfired for a long time, making you regret something that is just of your, like, this is of your kind heart. You know, when you do something that's out of the kindness of your heart, but you do it for the wrong individual, you don't necessarily know who's who, or you're not necessarily honed into your intuition, and you do something and you end up paying for that act of kindness, but it's an act of kindness that you've done out of ignorance, or let's just say unknowingness, or the lack of knowingness of self. How about that? The lack of understanding of self, the lack of just self-knowledge, okay? And you feel like you regret something, you wish you can go back and take it back and do all of this type of things. This is kind of like that, but you understand who the person is, why something was delayed, and why you need to know about this person, about this enemy who's eager. There's a huge celebration for you to have. There's some huge blessings. There's big abundance, overly large, excessive amounts. We also have the Ace of Cups, just to show how much abundance is showering in. And there's a need for you to know who this person is. Again, there was something that your wealth was going to cover and that you were going to be disappointed by. Also, the High Priestess, what's the secret here is you understand what a person was going to do. So you understand what the motives that a person was going to do with your kind heart, your kind gestures, your kind friendship, your kind whatever. A person, something was going to backfire. So before it backfired, I feel like you could have already had something that backfired before, which leads you to tap into your inner knowing, into understanding, okay, this is where I need to tap in. This is where I need to, meditate more. This is where I need to get more in tune with self because I need guidance, inner guidance. But the High Priestess is coming out here because you actually are able to see what a person was going to try to do. Their plan gets revealed to you. Their sneaky plan gets revealed. And you also see that something was a dead end. This can make you feel a little emotional. But yeah, it was tricks up their sleeve. Somebody had tricks. So the plan gets revealed. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.